So listen, if you're thinking about buying a home in Florida, especially here in coastal Volusia County, there are certain things that can literally make the home uninsurable. And the scary part is a lot of buyers don't find out until after they're under contract, or even worse, after they've already bought the home. Okay, so we're talking about roofs, we're talking about plumbing, we're talking about flood zones, electrical panels, prior insurance claims, and some of these things most buyers, and heck, honestly, even some agents completely miss. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down 10 shocking reasons a Florida home could be denied homeowners insurance. So listen, if you're moving to New Smyrna Beach, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach Shores, Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, or Edgewater. I said
Porch Orange.
I said Porch Orange. It's not Porch Orange.
It's Port Orange.
Port Orange. Or Edgewater, then this is a video that you need to watch. Hey there, if you're new to the channel, you want to learn everything there is to know about living in New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas, then you have come to the right place. My name is Matt Ecoff. This is my beautiful wife, Rachel Ecoff. We are local real estate experts here to share everything from the best neighborhoods to the hottest spots around town. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether it be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. And even if you're moving somewhere outside of our area, please still reach out to us. We can help connect you to a vetted agent in your market.
Great.
Let's jump in. Oh, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas and real estate in general. Okay, so part one, most important by far, is old roofs.
The roof is on fire.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. So this is the biggest one by far. If the roof is near the end of its life, insurance companies or on fire. If the roof is near the end of its life or on fire, insurance companies may simply refuse coverage completely. Okay.
This is where you negotiate the best, though.
This is where I'm really, really good. This becomes a massive issue in Florida with the roofs. Okay, especially because a lot of buyers think, well, the seller already has insurance, so I'll be able to get insurance. Okay, that is not necessarily true. The seller having insurance does not mean that you can necessarily have insurance, because we don't know how long they've had insurance. We don't know who they got it insured through. We don't know what they've changed in the meantime. There's so many factors here. So a lot of carriers want 5 years plus of remaining life on the roof. So listen, anything that has a roof of 14, 15 years old, you're dabbling at the end of its useful life.
Yeah.
Even though the life could go for 20, or even though the roof might say the shingle could go for 20 years, if you're 14 or 15 years, the insurance company wants to know that there's probably 5 or 6 years of useful life yet left, and that ain't going to work. Also, updated permits and newer materials. They don't want old crap. So these are all things they don't.
to be frank, they don't want your old crap.
They don't want old crap.
All right.
So listen, we've literally seen situations where buyers close, insurance company fly drones over the house, inspect the roof, and then cancel coverage weeks later.
Or their coverage went up to like something crazy, like $13,000-$14,000, which is just not feasible for the majority of people. We had
a situation from a couple that watches our videos that were from Park City, Utah, that we got a quote, everything was good, with $4,800. The roof gets inspected at post-close, and the $4,800 jumps to $12,800.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a huge deal. $8,000 ballpark figure rolled into your mortgage. That's extra, what, $1,200 a month in payment just to have insurance. Affordable. So part one, easily roofs. All right, part two, I'm going to get into this one pretty quick. So a lot of you know that I have my electrical license and my air conditioning license and my plumbing license. So knob and tube wiring. Number two is knob and tube wiring.
And that's not super common anymore, right?
No, it's more common in older homes up north. But if you're relocating from states like New York or Pennsylvania or New Jersey or Ohio, which we see all the time, we need to pay attention to this. Okay, insurance companies hate old electrical systems. They absolutely hate it, especially knob and tube wiring, outdated cloth wiring, aluminum branch wiring in some of the cases, because to them that equals fire risk. Okay, and then you can get in a situation where your roof is on fire.
Where your roof is on fire. Sorry.
Okay, so into electrical, still part number 3 is Federal Pacific or Zinsco panels. Okay, this one catches buyers all the time. Actually has caught me off guard before because I don't look necessarily at the panel itself.
These are electrical panels?
Yes, these are electrical panels. So if the inspector says the home has Federal Pacific or Zinsco panel, we have to pay more attention because some of those breakers aren't available anymore, and sometimes this isn't going to be insured because, again, fire risk.
So in that case, it's almost like you just have to get a whole new electrical panel.
Yes,
which can be costly.
These panels are notorious in the insurance world. So we actually just had Perry and Laura that had this situation, and we got a quote for the panel, and I had negotiated, because we had negotiated already pretty tight, that this is something that they're going to need. This is something that the sellers didn't necessarily know about. The cost to replace the entire panel was $3,000. So Perry and Laura agreed they would increase their price $1,500. The current owner said they would, throw in $1,500, and then so we paid them up front. They went ahead and had this done, and then we were kind of done with that.
High five on that negotiation. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. So like I said, these panels are notorious for in the insurance world. A lot of insurance immediately flag them, and even if the house seems fine, the insurance company may still require a replacement before issuing coverage. So
good to know.
Yep. So number 3 is Federal Pacific and Zinsco panels. Are you ready to know 4?
Well, I don't know what this is, but number 4 is Polybutylene Plumbing. And I will let the plumber tell you what that is.
Okay, so Florida buyers, this is a big one. You said it right, though. That's good. Florida buyers, this is a huge one. Polyurethane plumbing was used heavily in the 70s to the 90s, which is a lot of our homes are built here.
A lot, yeah.
Especially beachside, especially Sugar Mill, a lot in Ormond, tons in Ormond, Daytona Beach, Ponce Inlet, for sure. So, and insurance companies absolutely know about this, okay? These pipes have histories of leaks. They have deterioration issues sometimes, and sudden failures. So
it sounds like you don't want them at all anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and especially in Florida with the humidity and the water chemistry that we have going on, if we're showing homes that are from this era, then we need to look at something very close and watch very carefully that we don't have polyurethane plumbing.
Always get that inspection done.
Yes, get the inspection done, and I'll tell you, this is a question on seller's disclosure, and most of them don't know what it means, so they just check don't know.
So they check no.
So it's something that we need to get checked out. It is something that an inspector will find out. So if we fall in love with a home, we make sure that specifically we ask him to look at these things. We go under contract, and if we find these kind of things, depending on how much we have of it in the house, then we either pull out or we move forward and we ask for some kind of credit, something like that. All right, number 5. This one comes up all the time. This one comes up with me too. I actually had a situation today on my listing. Number 5 is unpermitted work. Okay, so unpermitted work, this one scares me more than people realize, because
me too. Just
because the renovation looks beautiful doesn't mean it was permitted correctly. And you can't sell a home that has open permits. So like my example was 3365 Lavella. They put a generator in, and they didn't get the generator permit and fully inspected and passed. So we have an open inspection for the new buyers. So the new buyers can't be responsible for anything that happened after the fact. So we had to re-pull a permit, have the Generac company guys come out, re-inspect. We did get green tagged, so no big deal. I just found out today that we got green tagged on it. But
it could have been bad.
Open permits are really, really bad, because listen, just because it looks good doesn't mean it was done correctly.
It's not always the best idea to DIY your own stuff either.
Yeah, that gorgeous new addition, that completely remodeled or renovated kitchen, that converted garage, if it's not permitted, it can be an insurance problem. And it can be a financing problem sometimes too, because if you go to a house that has a good garage conversion and it's nice and it adds 400 square foot and that place is listed as a 1,500 square foot home, but then it wasn't permitted, that house isn't 1,500 square foot. It's 1,100 square foot. And now the appraisal company is going to look at it as an 1,100 square foot home.
Exactly.
So if they give it a price per foot times 1,100 square feet, then you're screwed, all because the permit wasn't pulled the first time around.
Bad news.
Yeah, bad news. That's why you need agents like us that know what we're talking about.
Except for the plumbing thing. That's you, not me.
That's you. That's me. I'll take that.
You can take those, because I don't know it.
Okay, so part number 6 is pools without proper safety. Okay, so there's some restrictions in Florida. Florida plus pools equals normal. We have all over the place, right? But insurers care about liability. Okay, so no fence, no enclosures, the holes that go around the fence to make sure that, that young children.
These are things you're looking for. You want a fence. You want enclosure.
Yes, of course. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if there's no fence or there's no enclosure or there's unsafe access to the property, these can be big issues. These can be big issues for insurance companies, especially out-of-state buyers who don't realize Florida pool safety rules and which can vary by municipality. So again, pools without proper safety, super important. Might look great, might look gorgeous, but if it doesn't have the right safety according to the state or the municipality, then you might be in trouble. All right, part number 7 is poor exterior condition. Okay, this seems like an obvious, right? But buyers miss it emotionally. Things like rotting wood, things like broken railings, failing soffit, cracked stairs, poor maintenance. Those things signal risk to insurance companies. And remember, insurance covers sudden events. They do not cover deferred maintenance. So those things, if they feel like it was deferred, this is a huge distinction. If they feel like it was deferred and not upfront, they might deny your coverage even if you have good coverage.
And honestly, that's something that I feel like we learned a lot about deferred maintenance in HVAC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because even if
those insurance companies would not cover things. Same
thing with tankless water heaters. If they're not cared for properly, according to manufacturer specification, is what it actually says on the warranty information. So you might have a 5-year or 10-year warranty, but if it's not maintained per manufacturer specifications, exactly what it says, then it could be a denied claim. And so that's a good reference.
And that's really I really feel like that's how homeowners insurance works as well. They are going to look for reasons to not do something.
Absolutely, 100% going to.
So
part number 8. This is one that I love: high risk flood or disaster zones. Now,
you love it?
I don't love no.
Or you love avoiding.
I don't love high risk flood or disaster zone, but I love talking about it because it is the number one question that I get. Are we in a flood zone? Number 2 is insurance costs, and number 3 is alligators. What about alligators? So this is where coastal pollution becomes very hyper local. Flood zones matter here, and they matter a lot, especially in New Smyrna, Daytona Beach shores, Ponce Inlet, Ormond Beach, and Edgewater.
They can matter street to street.
100%.
I mean, it's definitely very different street to street. The elevations are different, and one house that might be absolutely gorgeous could be in flood zone AE, and that is a no-go. My mom actually wants to go look at a home that was on the water. It looked amazing. It looked renovated. It's all these things. It looks perfect. And as soon as I looked into the house, it's flood zone AE. 10 out of 10. It is going to flood.
Yeah.
So it's
and
a bummer
sometimes. It might look like it's priced right. Oh my God, what is going on with this thing? But if you don't pay attention to that, that's why it's not selling or selling for lower than what people think it's going to be.
Exactly.
Because listen, just because that property hasn't flooded either, just because it hasn't flooded before, doesn't mean that insurance companies aren't evaluating future risks. And that's what their job is. And flood insurance can swing monthly ownership costs dramatically. If you don't think you need flood insurance and all of a sudden you need it and it's $6,000 a year, you're talking about $500 extra a month rolled into your mortgage. And
which
that's
is a lot.
That's a lot of money. Yes.
That is a nice car payment.
Yeah, a great car payment. So part number 8, high risk flood zone or disaster zones. Stay out of them. No bueno if I spoke Spanish. Okay, part number 9. This one surprises a lot of people. It's prior insurance claims. Okay. Yeah, insurance claims follow the property, not the buyers, not the seller. It's not just the owner. So if there's a history of water damage, a history of mold, fire claims where
the roof is on fire.
Repeated issues that can impact the future insurability of the house. And so don't just look at it. We're looking for prior prior insurance claim. Excuse me.
Does it matter what the prior insurance claim is? Like, are there some that you look at and you go, okay, well, that's not really a big deal?
Sure. If there's a roof leak and there's water damage because of a roof leak, but it was taken care of and the roof was replaced and there's remediation in the home, then that's great for a new insurance company because they got a new roof, the remediation was done properly through the state, so you're good to go. So
but
there
when
are
you see
claims.
Something like a flood claim or this or that, it's going to be a bigger red flag to you.
A flood claim, unless you lift the entire house up, and that doesn't happen very often, then you're in trouble. But claims are a case-by-case basis. I want people to know that they follow the property. They're not owner-by-owner situation. Okay.
Got it.
Which is why we always encourage buyers to investigate claim history whenever possible.
And we're getting into our last one. Part 10 is unusual homes.
Very interesting.
It is. It's unusual.
It is unusual.
This one's kind of fun, but also important. Insurance companies don't love homes that are considered not standard.
All right, let me explain by what not standard means. Rachel means things like barn dominiums, tiny homes, dome houses. We do have some dome houses. In fact, one of our favorite builders is building a dome house that you can see from space in Ponce Inlet.
Unusual.
Yes, we're looking for unusual structures, certain custom construction. Those things are sometimes harder to insure. So sometimes
because they're
actually
not
much
standard.
Harder.
So when you're looking at a house and you're like, oh, that's so cool, and it looks like a castle or whatever. Like if it's definitely unusual, it's something different. It doesn't mean that it's uninsurable. It doesn't mean that
Yeah, it
at
doesn't
all.
mean that at all.
It just means that it might be a red flag for the insurance company.
Insurance companies have a lot of options here, and so you know, if they're trying to deter risk as much as possible. If there's something they haven't seen before, and it's you versus somebody else on taking the the policy, then you're probably not gonna win out over a
So
normal
sometimes
home
it's a
versus
lot
an unusual
harder.
home. So listen, this is why buying in Florida is not just do I like the house, okay? It's can I insure it? It's what will the insurance cost? It is will the carrier stay on the property, meaning will they continue with the property? And what risks am I inheriting? Okay, especially because insurance companies have become one of the biggest affordability conversations by far in Florida real estate. People are asking about it all the time. Now, in coastal Volusia County, we have gone down significantly for the last 3 or 4 years. The state average has gone up 7%, but we've gone down in coastal Volusia County. It's gone up in the Naples area and on the Gulf side because of all the recent hurricanes that they've had. But you got to understand and you got to know this, and you got to work with an agent that understands this and knows this too. Again, whether it's here or whether you need me to pre-qualify somebody else to make sure they understand these things, okay? So listen, if you're thinking about buying anywhere in coastal Volusia County, reach out. We will help you. We'll help you evaluate flood zones, identify insurance red flags, understand homeownership costs, and even avoid expensive surprises. And again, even if you're moving outside the area, reach out to us because we have resources all over the country. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, and Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. Thanks for joining us this week on a little weird one, but this was important stuff because we've been going through a lot of inspections recently.
Yeah, and I do think
these are red flags that are coming up. So anyway, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.